Benjamin Jew Apia dodo na afre no Benghazi na bokode
tumi nyina ewra na ewra
tumi nyina ewra
na ewra de odo ho to na wanim ngu aseda na ne ekosi na me na se ye nyina ye dan
sure
ono obo nipa ho ban Mahama tumi ne so
no pay na asoma na me kan no se be bia adui ye de nyansa be ye adwuma de na so bibia awurade nsem
no kra
bibia awurade nsem
de nyame o wiase nyina ne o wotumi pa na me dan
yeah
kakra no wapor ediama yewra John
kakra bi mponi o
kakra bi
can you imagine say ne NDC for the control from
kan NPP for nyina kan yebewu komema ye nyina ewu
akoma tu oxygen pipe no
akomema ye
ama ba now
ero
obia ko but
ne ekoso no de woro ma menchia o na menchia especially one mo wa bochira omoye mu hihye omo a omo frɛ yɛn sɛ munya kokuduro na monku emfa ma oman no because ne ekoso no de woro nkofo ya yete sɛ omo de NPP fo nyina kwa kogu nkokobuo mu na sɛ omo kondo sɛ omo bɛyɛ ebia akokon kwan ana ponche nkwan a no makwa akoyi baako na wono mo edi asija so ne eba no ne se dawuro so unim se Endra Azuma resources for atro de akwa akoma omampanin nua Ibrahim Mahama se wono mo gold asase na o chinchim omonsa agye afi omonsem no onfa ma omo esan se wunia ye president nti wo de wo ba obi agapade so na the other time President Mahama baye obeko no de bauxite e de kwa komani ni Ibrahim Mahama Azuma resources for ya wonu mu gold asase da honom omo wo ho krata nyina ba esan se wo bra ye president nti wo chinchim wonu mu nsa no waje sa mo pese omo divert attention ti no ena omo de abronye story no e de kata nyoma so anytime bia omo beye boni bia omo pese Ghana fo adwene be koso bia no na makwa akoche NPP ni baako anytime bia omo beye bibia ense na enfata no na makwa akofa NPP ni baako ene sofo azoka etumi threaten a whole minority leader say obekuno Emma by election besi we futu ana winiba onam honum sisi ame no ka sei Raf boy ya waye ne hu tiri hu pasampa sei etumi rich hospital a bonus penny onam honum sisi ame no ka sei obi antumi nka hwenkyere no enti perper yo sika na ye ka sei twa ha na ewe perper yo sika no obia nim se perper yo sika ni de twa ha esanso twa ha no dewuro e wo hefa yura John Dramani bayo obayo onye bibia nso hono me di $10.3 billion e kwa ba kokoro yi hospital kurampo si school ba kokurampo ni hono ma waye almost dollar above from dollar ne ba from na aduane bo aba from transport fares aba from enso ukoka yeseme yanka udi agura wono mo beba beche ba ade ba ko mo wie fini ne se dewuro ye na nanu ma wono mo ti NPP no wono mo nyina ye nkofo bi ana mo yakokudufo omo to be face Yera Rollins those days yes san me ma me ka kire mse Rollins asem de ukoka no anka ne ya asojafo beba befa omo ano masanso aba biewu omo na asanso aba biewu no
I see Benghazi made us say so anope Benjamin Jew Apia do not friend Benghazi na emana kwa be na anope I'm just seeing a publication on Ghana Web on Facebook said dollar no Bank of Ghana rate buying 12 cedis 0.9 and selling 12 cedis 10 pesos oko for SBRO 13 cedis 20 pesos buying and selling 13 cedis 45 pesos so it means that abochi and number 15 cedis abochi so na dollar no ho when do mo rate no abochi so na kura dollar no so it means that by now abochi na number 14 15 cedis Wow.
You know, $1 crack of fun no more.
Unya. Dr. Francis Che na Bokode.
If we know ye, some warriors, Emma, and you're comfortable. Yet in the Musa and yet some near the sort to form near the echoes. Na your baby said, persecutions are also a hard drain. Na Emma Casaboshe. Na Emma memory coming can be any conclusive. And any problem I walk na me did say emre economy and the hobeba ama awakening bi aba ama nkrophobia hu say enye hunhuna na edi bomai eye asisi na edi bomai so bi ka asem na enye oda yo kwan a yetimi busa no na nyest say ye di atutrasam na ye fa nkrofo akohye baabi akomkasa boahye. When we have passed criminal libel law and we have had a freedom of information bill, and all these things stem from the fact that not ye dreams a regime be buyer, not a candy packers of wash in Tiama no crediema. Na ye 2-1 among so mine ye do sika and ya hoarding and in the ashim. Na bedu baby never be assessor. The son is a binum a certain perception and the will to do certain things. But it is a miracle. Yeah, justice that prevail. One other thing I want to say as my intro is say, never be a cause so aquatia, threat be a buyer, any anamon be a young 2 year. Na say, some me as I may sentimental in the sense that the Ay3ka man, I don't know his educational background, but if he know what it takes to nurture or train a lawyer, he would understand what it takes to maintain them, for them to be giving the chance somebody to me beyond 60 years, because judges, lawyers and quantity retire beyond 60 years.
Yeah.
Son said, addition any a car a minor born one will be a bomb. If you say so, I dream the whole day
when you be 80 years.
Exactly.
And so practicing.
Exactly. And you know, say,
Obi to different judge and a year you do 70 years. But lawyer dey on retirement this will.
And so Obi to Ay3ka, minimum the background, the educational background. So to be classroom crack because I don't know how to continue constructing one sentence, grammatical sentence only error him. Now I say lawyers me he threatens to take their life and nobody is saying anything. The information I gathered is that party not the report on police, but I also want them, the individual, to take it beyond that and take it to court. Near charging of for threat of their lives. Momon didn't want to grow. Politics and and security, we take it for granted, but it is something we don't have to play with. Yana, I am say, ebia my background in Tina Mami ye alert our security, but Ghanaians seem to be quiet about certain things, but there are some undercurrents going on. Even who now erupt. You see US guns are everywhere, so people are more cautious. Guns are not everywhere, but people are able to access things they can use to do harm to others.
Dr. Che, even Ay3ka guns are everywhere.
Exactly.
In fact, last 2023, according to the a report from Small Arms Commission, they say about 2 point something million unregistered arms. And quite estimated, and a one crowd.
Now, to say this, to add to what you're saying, unregistered guns, I can testify. Say I have witnessed some in 2003. Oh, a same area. Miami Humbi. I held it. I handled it. I tried it, and it didn't fire because the trigger was misplaced. It didn't hit the button which will make it fire. Me and Kassan try, right? And then I handed it back to the person and I left. That was way before I joined the army. I was young, and then I wanted to get a feel of it. And no, you know, me cause soldier movie and it humbled me. Like the military will humble you.
About on my of 30-something million population.
Right.
Now about let's say 3 million estimated weapons are any registered. They were individuals in some. And then her soldier for two uncle for ye or a bunch of soldier for. Only anyway to her teshi near Kunipa Mensa. Omajo Hai near Kunipa Kwabenya. A year for saying.
And all the Galamsey sites. Look at the weapons they use down there. How does it get to their hands? Now, weapon and they are not just hunters' guns. When it used to be hunters' guns, but now these times they are multiple rounds guns. Weapons are military or security for the handle, and they're having it. Now, yes, the other thing is that, sir, supposed Rambo style. No? It is too beautiful to term it as Rambo style arrest. It is a robbery arrest. It's not Rambo style arrest.
I see.
It's a robbery style arrest because so people will be fear, no free wall, not oba disguise, no banging at your door to get you out of the house. It is not Rambo style. In that same vein, if somebody who is security conscious, anything on his wall, not okase, I want to preserve lives in my house, so I want to attack to prevent the person getting into my house. The next thing we are going to see is say, and there will be a pick up kakara, and gain your route. I overlooking say people are trying to get themselves guarded against certain things. Esan say, so be about fear no a master. He is perceived an evil person. It doesn't matter what it is.
Very true.
I will see him at that. But my military training, one other thing is that per military we don't do warning shot. No, I won't waste a weapon. I won't waste an ammunition. Warning shot for what? If I see you are a threat, I'm coming at you. We shoot at targets. We don't issue warning shots. And the because soldier ni a two no case a warning shot. Catch and me see oboa. It was not intended for a warning. Military person, I don't know about police, but military person see what was shoot you a warning shot. Catch and say me see oboa. Military is not trained to issue any warning shot. We tell you stop, don't move. When we fire at targets. That's what we do. And this will be man. Fortunately, I haven't had a chance to be anywhere or be framed to question me or come to my house with a robbery style and told what I say. Because my fence wall is laser. One who say the rest, the next 3 feet, laser. But when you get there, you get leukemia. Offer one transfer. Leukemia. Yes, that's my house.
You have to come through the door.
Yes, come to me as desired. Knock, request entry, and let me access you. And do when you look at me and do about you, or chamber say, oh, Mamba, on the yada. I say, I ain't a drew, no, it's laser. You understand? So he'll be dying.
Dr. Che, Dr. Francis Che, America soldier near Wakwa Homijim. And you know, say about security issues.
So my doctor can mention one.
Yeah.
They were here. You know this Kwabena Dubois guy.
Yes.
I am talking about it because you are very intelligent. NDC for no, in conform you in a your most special target. One, a Joa Noche. Two, a Kwabena Dubois National Signal Bureau. Akwana being to the extent say when they were in opposition, they realized that the guy was so deep that so Omoba Bemwa, if he's not the first targeter, he is somebody that the NPP can use to come back to power. And Omo try everything. It is a in case now. Omo build here to get the sympathy of the public. Omo din some because in opposition at the National Signals Bureau, Omo say Akwano systems are what building. Any and Yoma Otumi tracky and to me exposing nkofo on criminal alert say who opposition pa na sabi or no Kobne Dubois. Remember the famous Canadian girls room? The room where you was Kobne Dubois. Remember, see something, say something. Kobne Dubois in the Dubai because at the signals bureau they are able to capture signal. Kobne Dubois in the system and our car antenna no was one. It to receive calls. It is a higher hospital. If you baby jina they can
track something.
Exactly, cause no man who say these people are planning this and this.
Yes.
It is for to me share not so then they will be able to come alert national security and tell them say this is what is going on. And that is why 8 years under President Akufo-Addo Ghana was so peaceful. But NDC for say Kobne Dubois in Yobia because of if you look at his credentials, you are so deep, and that is why I'm talking like this. Who share the credentials? Who share Kobne Dubois in CV? He's not somebody else. See, I didn't hear politics because he's a national asset. Or Yobia, he knows what he does. But because say what being no munim so ye NPP ni na obeboa o man no nim say nkofo bi ye nyoma enye ye no to no she the way Raymond Achanom destroy no.
Yes, and you see mentioning Raymond Acha personally, you know I've worked with Raymond Acha. He doesn't even know me. Maybe he cannot remember me, but I've worked with him.
Serious?
Per his nature,
right?
Obi envious and bitter. Nipa sana yemfasa position man.
Very, very bad.
He's envious and bitter, and I'm saying it because I've worked with him before.
Wow.
Yes, and he may not even remember me because the department I was working was different from where he was.
Wow.
Yes. And no be no. I said per no sentiments and all champion and new marketing TV, and it's going to hurt the nation through.
Exactly. Because look at the rampant kidnappings. Any idea? Yes. I'm telling Obi Kachireme from national security, you know, on one end this in NPP. Or see if Kobna Eduboahin was there, and these things will not be rampant like this.
Dr. Francis Che, Mate Nenka, and Amate Benghazi, and Soso Enka, dog the security couple. No, Anuti, I make us say, the NPP General Secretary issued statement, 2-page statement. I wish some committee me, Mehrebreno and committee me can kinda yet me akose. The New Patriotic Party decries the growing culture of political harassment in the country, condemns the recent arrests and detention of Kwame Bafo Abronye. The New Patriotic Party in the strongest terms. Also, the New Patriotic Party condemns in the stronger terms the arrest and detention of the Brun Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Kwame Bafo alias Abronye, by the police for allegedly insulting the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yonu. The party noted rather disturbing that the persecution of Chairman Abronye is the latest installment of the growing pattern of politically motivated intimidation and harassment of its members for being crucial on the NDC government. It is rather unfortunate that 8 months into the administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the government appears to have completely lost focus. The government has used the past 8 months to weaponize the security, not in the fight against Galamsey, and certainly not to protect the citizenry and de-escalate the growing insecurity situation in many parts of the country, particularly in Boko and Kwanta, Binyiri in the Savannah region, where recent communal clashes have claimed over 32 lives and displaced more than 50,000 Ghanaians, some of whom have become refugees in neighboring countries. The NDC government is rather focused on weaponizing state security to intimidate and punish dissenting voices, particularly members of the opposition, in the exercise of clampdown on free speech. Today, the police and national security are more interested in harassing and arresting and persecuting NPP social media activists such as Facebook and TikTokers who make unpalatable or controversial statements than fighting insecurity in the country, whereas members of the NDC who make similar or worse statements are spared. the selectivity of the so-called application of the law is too manifest to go unnoticed. The nation under John Dramani Mahama's presidency is essentially witnessing the recurrences of the dreaded culture of silence and criminalization of free speech, which was murdered in the 2001 bracket 2024 years ago, and so basically the party is saying the culture of silence is back, and the NDC is weaponizing the state security against members of the general public, especially the New Patriotic Party, NDC for KBR. So they are calling on the president and the NDC government to put immediate stop to the continuation of the weaponization of the state institution and Omodia to the echo. Ben, I'll start from you because and draw bron your case in your dinner when you chirako court na dinner abba. And drano statement ebe free parliament. It will say John Boydun so exobi nana be tribute on the official letterhead of the New Patriotic Party. Justin Kudu Frimpong and so the statement about thing. And then
no, I may say Andra, me nam domi market hono. Near money for more market one when you know can and say John Mahama afidia broso. These are what the women were saying. Almost say afidia broso doc. Almost say achichi no abosu kroma hanom. NDC for koye nneoma bi dia na wonu meja wono. But say NPP ni koka bibi kakra bia nanado time atembe no man fendi nanado. Atembe no man fendi nanado any era ba umia okroma hanom. But nanado, he knew say we are building democracy. So democracy na ye building no enye bibia no bi kire na adwene a obesma Black Maria hwe ka endra omode kofa chemana bronye Black Maria those days apartheid time was South Africa and no na abrofo no de chi blacks no omode embua egum na embua tumi wi nipa was aka anim eno bi no omode kofa chemana bronye. And clearly our democracy is under attack. Na sa NDC for we no no omo ye nkofo bi a one my imagine so omo the lawlessness and ebeye bibia oba 8 months onye bibia ne wo ye nyina ne say 24-hour economy a ba na anka Ghana for expect say anka wo biebie ndwuma na anka ndwuma start 24-hour economy no sisi akwakoye 24-hour arrest 24-hour arrest and then ni achiwe nti yabesre impenimfo. And Abronya was right to write to the international community say his life was under threat, because if you look at what is currently happening to send your chairman so far azoka kokaye na we jano otumi threaten say obeku nipa rafi tumi bora hospital ebu nipa ne we jano hwene omode ya adenta kumi wife omukofano no wenya miscarriage. And then me no ka say intim fodo emamienu weekly bia ono omukọ counseling, because yese nkula no rumble star na omudi wura fie honom no ama nkula no kura position omu sleeping pattern the way omuda no kura muntumi that is first no. And all of these things are happening under John Dramani Mahama, and nobody can say anything. They wrote Yamekano ne said I say sorry asoma chemana bronye kokan no kra IGP sabi okoboku ya omusutu ne cars mu one more musutu omu wensi for man pa omu choso obefo omu police so okachira kwa no mama osutu omusutu ne cars ni mu no oso omu nya abotre na obefo omu de omakwa akwose police adwuma ne mmeboa.
Yes,
abronye kokan sa asem yi die a wanya yi bia wantutuo ambo bia atu wo de na kwa akwose fiase Fiankofo move was Savannah region. And then Ghana, okay, Laurent Babu, any Ouattara and some seminal. You remember pa say Cote d'Ivoire for moment na Jane ebe Ghana because of how peaceful the country is. And then Ghana in Kofo 40,000 over 40,000 in na Cote d'Ivoire.
On record 14,000 and
Yes.
And 40, 50, my displays now 50,000. It be some part of the country,
Can
Ghana.
you imagine?
And 14,000 across the border, Cote d'Ivoire.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You been see that?
There
be the host.
Exactly.
Refugees.
Exactly.
Now we are leaving.
Exactly.
To live in other
You been see
people's
that?
land.
And the president has done nothing about it. And you know what? Felix Ofosu Kwachi, 78 million Ghana cedis now, or they are two media phoning in Anu. He decides what the media has to talk. The only media that I can single out, to me, they are pro NPP stations. And Kwane to me, Ejina, and Ay3ka be Edima, San Savannah Fui. I don't want nipa. Savannah region, just because Savannah
fair,
region, one of them, one to Obama,
ubet me aka 78 in Wasem. But will it be fair so be can say or there are two media for
no, but no, they will, you see, that is what I'm saying. Say, they were no more media for to me. Sorry, I no more President Akufo-Addo attack. Ay3ka MPP wants them. And then all of them, they are silent. Even with Galamsey Mpo.
Maybe
maybe they seem to see a better governance.
This government can never be better than
the unfortunate thing is that you see, when things have started unfolding,
right
now you share what happened the last 8 years. The interventions and
yes,
school feeding,
right,
one district, one factory, one district, one dam, free SHS,
yes,
and the intervention during COVID.
Yes,
COVID. Every time I have the chance to talk about it, I'll talk about my personal experience.
Of course,
when I was going to the States,
yes,
I'm a COVID test. Gucci.
Right.
Within 24 hours,
yes,
I got the results.
Yeah.
And was able to send it to the airport and travel.
Right.
When I got to the States on my return, about 5 organizations I'm called, they told me they cannot guarantee 24 hours. Wow. The earliest was 72. The next thing which was there was the military medical exams.
Yes.
And on 24 hours because I was retired, I was entitled to it, and it was free.
Yeah.
All other persons, Ghana did 330 Ghana. In the States, they were taking $390 something, but they still could not give me 24 hours.
Wow.
Report. I'm telling you, personally. So I had to go to Walmart, go to these other places, 3 places. And I'm free military hospital. Veterans Hospital. No, I can't say, person me COVID, and I need 20. I'm saying, come over. I call you, I'm free. And I'm the buy. So, the interventions the past government had put in place for the governance of this land, for the betterment of Ghanaians, I appreciate it. Yeah. Sentimental with obi community me say me pewe obi amame intimi nkotoaba. The repercussion is that what we are going through now, it is by our own deeds. And you ever found wadring na a couples biuma ya toaba amamua obebua ama omana konim to say NPP rather than saying say obi personal a year on the wanting. And in effect, what I'm saying is that at this time, the ultimate choice is Dr. Mahama, because he has done all the. So as I'm making his national ID and the digital system has helped the nation to be where
when
it
he
is.
said the last NPP government, invested so much in human development, and many pabra boy
yes.
And people couldn't value it.
Exactly.
And Ghana ni onya soft life pa na ni re feel ho.
And it's not and you want them we are for na nyina.
On kai
credit system about.
Yes.
Kabana credit system no ha.
O ka COVID se me chiro na me tise community aka na no ka NPP food the COVID ska. Se me chiro ska by ni spend on nipa nya COVID into it me save life.
Life sir.
You marvel. Me Kobe. I was there. Me wo UGMC.
Yeah.
For almost 3 weeks.
Serious.
And my bush any be any baby ame.
Wow.
And because that time na musicianti.
Yes. Now person.
Me person my bush any be kra beti na.
Exactly.
Omo di umbe fa ho kra wu afa me.
That's right.
And I was there.
Yes.
And government of Ghana and the boy me hoka.
Sure.
eda me ko ho no na me se me ko UGMC ho na me ko hospital me se me ko for check up me do ho ye check me temperature na ye almost 40.
Can you imagine?
Any detain me any who say covid any ye de me e wo ho Dr. Chi baby ana me to Accra ha me kwa na me tinti the ambulance and they cover me few things.
That's right.
That no me kono na scam say shem butu nyina be 400 cedis or so. Me this can call UGMC ho. That's absolutely. Essan the buy for about 3 weeks.
We dey no bibia.
Me say and yes obi say it obi ka say won hu na aban the covid sika na ye ya. Hwe edu anwumra ye the menu ba e say wo hotel no. Na what take anopa me pe we koko ana me pe eyi Tom Brown ana me pe say awia medi we anwumre medi we na wa watch inuro na me we
so no mo ye wa bochire pepe no
me say
I couldn't even contain it.
Me we
Italy,
time
Germany,
tested
and US.
Two negatives na yi mbe fie no e ho na me hu say Ghana ban ya ade because me we no na say me run labs bi na me check organs bi no mu ne ade ye ECG ne ma ne ba bi Lancet and na me ko na dog ye tro test in the mouth na ukoba
na ukotua
ni ba me wo ho no ye sa test ni nyina free government of Ghana ni tua ho ka the list me ye was about 500 cities me 3 set of tests
me see the most imperative statement Nanado made was we can revive the economy by cannot preserve the life
revive
the life of people when they die
told me Emma me pia ansa na me bo mabusu afa ma na so na me she asem na to me but sanka can you imagine in there because sanka me ke dictate me na sanka me gise me free fee
na this cabra
and if you for this cabra but nipa me nu pe me boss wo adwuma mu ene me madam fo bi na me suspect say oni me anya
interaction to you
ba na you be nya bi o mra me check ye nipa tu nipa ni ba bia na me wo for almost 3 weeks and thousands of people nya covid nyina obi tie me and obeka no kra saa na kufu ado aban ye mu nyina ba saa de we ya me kan dog enye dan nesi ba bi na bi ehu se me ma megina hanka obi hu
of
course
that was some of the
education some of the ma free nipa a benefit na obetimi ndi omo hu se bi nipa nya mponchi na se omo guda bi mu ne aka se omo a benefit free education ni
but the results that turned out was manifest say trends are near what in terms of WAEC results they see that time and now the time after that the AC in the first exams and that way more practices reporting and so when somebody had accused you of during your time the AC and that's any time the AC how would you exonerate the person it comes back to the same point say and you will be enuhuaba so early say awakening say yes a mistake ni biom na ya bema amanyuko papa e de oman so de nhihye papa to kwem amaye yakwe you can exchange rate and pay me who when I send a forex report 12 and change them say what so fast even though market no cry and manifesting when it went down Airbus also cry another thing because it makes the black market more difficult to get. Obi call madam from you know back call China and another back also call Dubai. Also here money trans he needed not so here $30,000.
Yes.
On my way I was man back man 2,000. The bank was able to wire 2,000. And I saw call black market compared the rest.
Can you imagine?
The other one as 1,000 cities.
Na bank the man.
And the bank was able to wire for him. All could di draw. And now the audition bottom the akobo life or the kudija. So you can imagine
most nanado time these things never happened.
You can imagine what it entails when a businessman is going through this hustle. And see, eventually it would have the cost will be borne by us, the consumers, because Obaton you are trying to say but Obaton abodi. You come out in Metiso. Until Matiso
now botching so at the bema different rates.
That's it.
12 no natural one. And look, next year the dollar is going to cross 20 Ghana cedis. Because of World Cup no. If you look, Trump sika wakwakoji from the oil gulfs now. Saudi Arabia sika the man Qatar ansa na UAE obaye wasan so ne China nyantokwa se sika bia ne assembly enwoma bia wonu mo assemble e wo China nyina no sisi a wonu mo nyina watwa mo nyina mo warodro mo ti mo nyina mfa sika no nyede emfa mbra America back ansa na World Cup ewiase afa na nyina obi ekwa akodi ni sika e wo World Cup you mo hosting in America.
And not to cut short of what you're saying. Hold your thought.
Right.
Yaka oncophobia is kasem.
Yes.
Air propaganda.
Yes.
How rich is Trump? You're doing say how much is he spending from his pocket to safeguard the economy of US?
Exactly.
If you're rich, it is you.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with economic management.
Exactly.
Resourcefulness is most important. And Kasikaya everything. Why would Trump and Elon Musk have any fight?
Exactly.
On anything.
Exactly.
Kasikaya bibia. Because kafumi you know. Kaden ebe mo manya sa tassel. Ama the rest of the nation be suffering.
Yeah, catch Ghana for say. Wow, we open investment. This is the time I saw $2 ni go. Of course, because next year, obviously because of World Cup. Sisi ameno ka say all your golfs ni nyina.
Mba becho say
no, I'm not propagating, but I'm predicting. I'm somebody as an economist, me can near ebesi because these people they use it and can see their politics. But I'm telling you, sir, with Trump as a businessman, now what with all the deals America any sika they call China no waka chiro mo so mo fa sa sika ni nyina ma me say back into the American economy coupled with the World Cup omo bebo ni nyame ya adoma next year wiase afa na nyina ekwa akodi sika e wo honom no. You are telling me said the dollar against the cedi Bloomberg predicted said the dollar is going to be the world's most strongest currency next year.
It has always
this is the time
it's been the strongest commercial currency.
Enyo kanyina no credit. Sebe nyo na be catch businessman na no kuntu ni nkyere.
Mamenye di no credit.
You be so the free happy. Wo mu ye pe wo. Yes so aka say. Enti misro businessman no. Obebu ni nkunta.
On the plazas and in the mines.
Stay out of trouble.
But all these things together, no. Say NPP must breed harmony.
Hona na me ba na me nemu ya ba be wi nkomo no. Eric me send o fly bia me hu say aba bonten ndra. And nipa chichi nyina ni nti a ekoso ne say the NPP as a party has not been able to fight Sadia Ecosi. Yache won't to me na I want to me cry or about me nipa. Okay, and the about me and crow for your master. Okay, Ochina Yache TikTok away. Okay, stika na any crew for Akende, stikasem. But say a collective body, and I say collectively no a body, a corporate body, say NPP no, fight some of these things no. Enya DSC. Dog NPP for penny for a serving in the previous government. A call Yuku, a call NIB, a call CID in the quiet. You have no idea.
Sure.
They are going in quiet. Na ye harass womo. Ne mo femuno. Imu wirem. Ni muso yapa. Enti SSA NPP as a body no. Nina the differences nina atun chain. Because I say aboa no say akwase no say ye de me yonko ni enemy. Me say ndra salam e share fly away. And I think say ebre no so a SSMPP ni bia should rally around the flag.
That's right.
Na omontin tesukoko encha ban. Na ban ni hu say ye to abama no so mebu man. Ni anka say me so crofo mene. Non kan crofo kasa bo anso mo yem. Me say ready asan
on meye bibia.
E beye dan na NPP as a party major in fighting. Na matimi aka bom a fight the oppressor.
Lero, I think one of the most important thing Penufo Emeki was to make sure say you best settle on the flag bearer race first, because Santa Wantawan and Yadini in I feel honoma the Becca you know no near joining and near joining and Yankasia Quaque Juma. But at the end of the day, I want to say, sir, I see a Kayin in I hobum. In fact, many lawyer Mati and the lawyer Afuaqua. ye na omochi obia ye dedicate ye ho de yeko fanti comedy any Moses Abo thank you very much. I can never forget Moses Abo.
So almost say it's loading.
Exactly.
The NPP youth wing.
Exactly.
A match against police harassment.
Yes.
We are waiting for dates.
Exactly.
Any time.
Any Yenuya Salam Mustafa. I can never forget these people.
Yeah.
So far, these are the people Fanti comedy say Obama and a Yura honorable
to me.
Yes, exactly. Yura honorable Portum Berima.
Yeah.
Portum Berima. I'm telling you, no, Yema Fanti comedy ni say Obama no more ye or mufi. Baby, I know one. I'm telling you, sadly, if Sanko Wambema Anka boys ni becha extra days for honum. Intimate say, dog. I see a kind in a boom. Now you to me boy the enemy is the NDC and ye yankasa our opponent omonini and only NDC no but say ye kun na omo say nkofo ekura no there is no unity amongst ourselves and ombefa ho e de aye noma today ro mesre aban bae onye bibia wonum dede ne propaganda ne settings nkoa no moye nsuo a essay ene yensuo nyina NDC fo chairman etumi huku sojani say aden na waba hanom abra wamba mbeji permission wo hanom sojani a abaya soma no so nkonko stop galamsey NDC constituency chairman to me holding on eka kire ne say why are you here you did not come to me for permission into so therefore only with team ni nyina monko back na nkofo ni nja no monye omo galamsey na okinkan omo book na say japade na omo de attribute na omo de o ejapade ni nyina omo ka ni nyina omo de omo si before 2028 no obi obo a NDC financier bi obo a NDC mani wie e mani bebe wini power no wo yo galamsey no mbe jawa mo why from now to 2027 ye kwa akoto aba 1 year to election no na omo be sheda ayete se ne omo fight galamsey no inti Ghana for obi biara obeba bia odi nsuo be di agro no ese e ma no 4 years pe se NPP kura ba na odi yensuo ebedi agro 4 years na say the man sa 8 years and some dey see atwam because one more voucher say omo wini the next election na omo kwa akotwa 8 years na eno na omo be intensify fight no na tell say 4 years ya ka nyina no one mo nya bibia omo the settings as if say omo air fighting and so omo fighting omo be forest reserve no airline no man ka so omo be repeal omo repeal
and you see there are so many things that are going on and say you dwene when you have a drone shot of water bodies before and now, you be so, you know.
Dog, anopena me can say, chebi treatment, water treatment plant, no, almost matum, because the humidity level no, I beyond control. Kwenyako the water treatment plant and they're the biggest in the central region and it's almost two.
Oh yes.
Because of illegal mining. So very soon no because all the water treatment plants that Ghana have you better to
also Ghana Water requests 280 upward adjustment in water tariff as Galamsey plunges into deep losses.
Yes, because now they say water treatment you know they have to escalate it because the normal basic idea normal treatment it's gone beyond. Now you are seeing cyanide, mercury and other things chemicals be brave but normal use or no moon use now they have to employ those ones to be able to make it portable for us.
How portable is the potable water?
That's right. Enti eba be say ya ma yani anya din na ya mwa na oman no anya na dwen say me you see from the one when Galamsey was identified as war against Galamsey assumed a political stature of going to war. There is no mercy or kids glove handling of anybody who is at war with you. You go well organized, well equipped, fortified to fight to eliminate the bad ones. And I've told you guys, I've said it more than once. Galamsey, if Ghana has a good will to fight it, I can say me. When you give it to me, I need 2 sets of 64 men
to fight it.
I'm telling you, I'll give you 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. By the 40th day, you see a significant move. I'm telling you. indemnity period, a period of going in to stop them, taking out the bad ones, and giving us a clean sheet and announcing, giving you drone shots of people who have moved from the trenches. Excavators moved out of the place, and the people who are there, and you need people who are of substance in the military.
Right.
Obi oye sergeant and beyond. Obi oye major, captain and beyond.
Right.
Because ono de wire adwuma for between 15 to 20 years.
Yes.
Or time obe retire.
Right.
And when you find him culpable of wrongs, you would retire with nothing. Into obe jinin the retirement ho akoye adwuma na oye. All the corporals and first class officers ebama, they have just come in. They don't have much to lose. Or kofia into omo corner say bia omo kase nkofon compromiser because they do use junior officers. But all the people of stature acquire, you get better results and you have a collaborative idea. And if Ghana wants to fight it, I'm telling them, I can give them a map, a roadmap. 40 days, Ghana will see significant change.
No, they don't. Would they even allow you? That's the point.
No. Ghana hasn't intended to do it because Nana Dubai no man time now. Okay, so free soon static color changing.
Yeah.
It tells you say when we make an effort,
we will
get results.
The challenge also is that Galamsi in Tokano. Because I'm in Operation Vanguard, Commander Silva. I say, look, you kokwa moi. Sometimes in the night, omuni ya tutu, you risk your life. Local Kofanaba, na court I find 1,800 cedis.
As opposed to my life.
And a bass at the end of kwa on Subejo. No, a janu to say at the point in time, na soldier for Air Operation Vanguard, and the balcony is a galam stop. Yes, some prefer a nutu to peacekeeping.
Yes.
A business.
Wow. And the expense of
CSA soon.
So we are not waging war.
No.
If you are waging war, you take the bad guys out. You don't play with them. Because they'll come at you.
The yenina life, because they felt say judge for no it be cases no. Maybe cause they are not doing their work right. So men conquer sacrificing my life. No being to court. Na be ankomobi ni ade nkosona onye 1,008 as fine. No we dia nipa no. Ade be che nipa no sign work kwa yin bi na o sign tu. Na obi so that's the whole issue. So as a nation no ye didi agro o enche be kransuo o yet ha na to ye.
E be to ye say be kransuo.
Oh true.
And no na me bisa and no pen me ka say and then Mahama a meeting media for 8 p.m. Now me say me wo ho and then me ko ho bia maybe san say or promising Ghana for David
oh friend no they will never call it
because almost
they will never call them.
There was a media release
yes strictly by
accreditation NPP
almost friend the doc almost friend.
And so if you are there
because someone so be hit the president with the questioner on to me here no almost friend that they will never call him
and I go for the question me bisa the question again. I mean, I'm busy on double salary home.
Yeah,
that was the last media encounter.
And you see that, but that's it. Who's a double salary? So sometimes, I'd say political fight. Oh, and so you have to fight it with wisdom.
Right.
Time and a double salary was a crime now. A buyer, people who were culprits. Then they be seen there. And to say one, you see the weapon you had to. Help them. No nipa cross. But I know say nipa me no am said they were part of it. No to me, issue. To me mention corruption.
Yeah.
Any compromiser. These two vocabulary to me use one as their words.
And Chief Justice said.
And you see some of these. Otimika corruption. Ewananum. Otimika compromise. You shouldn't be able to use those words. If you have conscience, never cut through this. Never call you way about. Not me cast will be a corrupt. What me cast will be a compromise.
No, doc. Abaya sebi or opposition. Also watching for Madi or Manisika. Then near me yakran and say, one ma abanda than you moko quarter or my boy minor chrono. Akaka krama judgment about.
If I said you or more.
Yes, Akaka krama judgment about. What you mean if you want what filing only prosecute. Abai that wa accuse you almost said one made disca, which obviously is subject to investigation. O saying for medi abai sika and omedi Oman ni sika no omo fa 60% mbra no omo fa 40% ensha omo bottom
anyamu nyina
fifi kwate last week osin kofo bi NDC fo mpanifo bi edge sika anka esa anka wonu man ka eso omo hwe man mbra ni eni wonu mu di no
o wanu pepa na ba ko nice caption
your friend kakraba kan am what ne ya
about we 60-40 aban trese me no say no me ya NDC ni a
mitimi wi a
yes me wi kwa dia ommeka se me fa 60 mbra na me fa 40 nse me bodu abran ka ese sankofo ni yeji ni nyina na yesan so yechi omotum enti NDC fo no sisi an me say next year January ube hu kro ne omabo enuma e koso no
na next year oba no problem unya chance of this is the next election who change your buy na betima problem and some of things will not come
me say you will see enuma bani omadi in the ministries one na Ghana for be hu say mo na mo ka say no mo kra mo no mo ye west ma ye entro na mudi
next time yenya amamu a ma ye toy with it say ye nyina ye rally because yeah, for I can't say you are better off a liberal with a party in power than being a general secretary in opposition. Yam fine ya sama a talk kumasunti yam fine ya juma. And then see a man for come and no more obi ha or chance and consult Obama party liber power no I like a disica or feel say of training you 19 to the heat when it comes. Somebody who has tested power. I know coupon at the top floor. I know opposition and the heat never come. Me matom fuel is afi I bring this in there. Nothing has changed.
And Rami can say things. And Rami can say the reason why some members of the NPP seems not to care is that omufia ben munche omuhu ede ebi bo omuhu aso no mo ba fi nti still no mo live
good kakra ho
ha nti no agi say anwano san nti be hwa political party bia no enema nkrofo di 8 years no because first 4 years they are not nkrofo are comfortable
nti omo fight hard
so they don't care
fight any
look yeah NPP bo opposition a lot of them they are not talking. Oh, friend, call any issue on Kasa. Ebia do more numbers. Ebia to 2 coins.
They are not talking. They are not talking. Yeah, okay. There was one of the issues a buyer, not one presidential aspirant. Be Kase, communication department of the NPP is not doing well. When I know, so who specifically has chastised the PR. Said, Mahama said a flagship program of the ruling party. Mamba be seen ne. 120 man can the chiso uncle can some no the platform where the people will know what they have done. Dr. Now can say on one muno. Ya friend ya corner office. Eku invite several times. Eku akasuki your pen drive on the project in so ma no for my to be played out.
Now them near ya. Yeah, ni MP. Your chairman a station right MP no.
I mean
the former constitutional regional chairman.
Yes.
But Ministry of Education I nye program bia ye live coverage. Ama want to meet Accra any movement for yamfa bi da. Pan African TV betu omo ka mafa. I had the year frame.
And now to me the gas to say communication there the flaw of not getting to power government. Then what are you talking about? Just you
still and you know amount
and no best sound there ya ko ma party ni ba pa one ma those ya no mo si abochire ni bia ba be ya those things NCBO no I mean can
you see the whole thing is somebody can be helping from
not be fair
from a report point somebody can be helping from a report point
yes say obaya oya brochire ni MPP US chairperson
yes
adwuma wo yem
I know dey no correct
obi ti say or Canada chairperson Vicky Usu and Sanom. Any friends of Baumia US chairperson. They are working
because it's a position.
You see when last before election when I had traveled, I think June through September, I was almost always in touch with with him. Me sorry I know saw TV. And if there's something I push some agenda, if I meet people, me say me call program be
into those people. I see a
me kasayama guy be record me. I'm catching madam for this. because I had a sensor.
Yeah.
I'm catching my be say somebody's recording me, and I'm going to even talk more because I have facts to substantiate what I'm saying.
Right.
Into a mamic. He weaponized me to talk more. It was an evening program.
Yeah.
And I'm going, the guy, I said, and come about to record me. No, I'm give me signal on the chain. I have a signal which bounces back. Any recording of unannounced. I'm the chair knows. No, so yeah. It gives me, it inspires me to even say more, so that the things he doesn't know, he's stuck. Well, because the guy was saying, I say, he said something very, very childish. Said, because almost spill was to dislocate the people who live downstream. I say, how would you say that? Somebody who is elite. That me can't say me, and you want people, challenging, starting America can't send propaganda. So some people are working hard behind the scenes. Some people are frontliners. Some people don't have what it takes to face certain things. Sentimental. You see, politics. The best politician I've known is Nanado, Kufuor, and Judge Mensah. Dispassionate. When you are dispassionate about the things you are saying, you hardly go wrong because sentiment in Kasa. You operate it like a job than in love with somebody. What I say, you understand, you're good. So you have to learn to get there. So you can espouse it dispassionately. Now get yourself in trouble. And then at times Obuha go overboard. Even though the same presentation, I can have the same message. I would espouse it and may not have a problem. Not because but because I presented it dispassionately. Once you get engulfed with the thing, now you're too passionate about it. Now I attend you and trocha and my lining or some things that are criminal. A bit more pure know about. But that's not you don't even have the strength to do it. Then you have found yourself on the wrong side of the floor.
But it's so madam for binumunya position to know they enjoyed more than one. It's how 1 million I say I should do.
Let's fight. He said let's fight for the best things now.
Every
and the other things
a generation.
That's right.
And may be best. And say a corner as you. And yes, change of way. And now because way along. In fact, this particular position, tough than all the previous ones.
Marathon,
because now, Nipano was or a democratic president with cool mentality.
That is.
True. Oh no, Suba, they are
when it comes to unleashing violence.
Yeah, unleashing violence. Obi a Suma Berewa, until NPP 4 have to close their ranks. But Oma Hakara Mohono, be Juma, no be your maybe. Also mate back home. Amas. Also Canada CCF Mickey. Or say or show. Mitchell and
so the whole thing
tell us for most MTN for well tell us cash because we be sending message
and the Bible say NPP must get ourselves together. Enjoy internal wranglings.
That's true.
We have people we follow. We have people we have hope in. When we have people we believe say I'm take leadership a bit but it doesn't call for insult. For instance, I have always believed in the vision of Dr. Baumia. It does not tell me say me konko did you be atem. I just say me the panum amba. I can confidently come to your camp to support you because I did not insult you or you did not insult me. But Sebase Baku didi bakwatem na nipa ba. How would you embrace everybody? I feel now damage control and now and the opposition would take advantage of all that. And if you are championing the cause, let's pursue the agenda of getting a presidential candidate or a president. We want a presidential candidate who can be a flag bearer who can be a president, not a flag bearer who can still make us stay in opposition.
Okay.
And Dr. Baumia has been tested.
Exactly.
He's proven it.
He's
and
even
he's
going
done
to
it.
the vote is going to appreciate more because
We believe
naturally
that,
Ghana
but
for
we have to let the people know we have a message.
Yes, obi
Because-
oye peaceful.
But
All the
also-
way no person basa ye beba.
Our concede is so quick. And you see, these things do not come by chance. We have to drum home because some people are still